Okay, I made a template for you to use for the XBAR R charts if you do not have PHStat. The control charts are pretty easy using PHStat, and I tried to make them as easy as I could for those of you that don't have PHStat. So I'm going to do the example on page 18 in chapter 18. We have to get the data. It is Hotel 2. So let me find that. Open that. It's right there. And I'm going to copy this data. I'll hit Control Shift down arrow, right click, copy. I'm going to close that data file because I don't want to mess it up. And I'm going to paste that over here. There. Right there. I think I got it. There it is. Okay, what this is a number of samples that are taken at different times during the day, and it's measuring times. Okay, so we have to get into this template. We have to get the average of all those samples and the range of all those samples. So first thing we have to do is count how many samples we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Put that right there. Your calculations will all be wrong if you don't start off by putting the number of samples right there, and it is 5. So we come over here and we need to calculate the means. Okay, we'll do the means of these samples, and that's equals AV, average we're looking for. There it is. And we're going to average these values right here. Enter, and I should be able to just copy that down. Alright, now we also have to average the range, or get the range. The range is a little trickier. It's what I'm going to call it max. That gives us the max value of these. And then we'll subtract the minimum value of these right here. And that gives us the range, and then we can copy that one down. Alright, so that's the data I need. I need the number of days, so we'll copy this column right here over into the template column A. Put that there. Now we get the mean that we just calculated, put that over there. That would be this value, Control Shift down arrow. Oops, didn't work. Try it again. Control Shift down arrow, and we'll copy it and go over. This will be column B. Put the means in column B. I paste. Whoops, that didn't work. And the reason that didn't work was I'm trying to copy and paste a formula. So what I'll do is do that again. That paste, only I'll paste special and paste only the values. There. That's how we fix that. Now we go back to the range and Control Shift down arrow. Control Shift down arrow. Copy it. I think I'm copying it. Try that again. Copy. Back over to C. Put that right there. Gotta paste special or we'll get the wrong pasting. There we go. That's it. We pasted that in. There's our charts. It is basically done. Now in the text, they have a 0 value and a 14, I believe. So I think we have just the way it is in the text. If you look at the examples, you'll see that we have the R bar chart and the X bar chart. So the range chart and the X bar chart, they're both needed. Okay. So what this is sort of like is that it's like your thermostat in your house. You want the room in your house to be a certain temperature. If we were to measure the temperature every so often, we would find that there's a normal variance, a normal variation in the average and in the range. So if we find ourselves suddenly really cold and we wonder what's going on, it's either because the process of the furnace is acting up and the range is getting much larger, or we don't have it set at the center point. We have it set somewhere else, set down too far or something, okay? So that's the way every process works. There's the amount of variation that the process itself generates, and then there's whether or not we have set it properly in the average or center point of the range. So that's key. So if we go out of control on range, we know there's something wrong with the process. If we go out of control on average, on the average, probably because of a set point problem. Okay? Either of those could be process driven though. So that's how you do X bar R with the template. Just wanted to show you that. Okay? So for you people using page status, much more straightforward than that. And remember, you do have to get your data into these files. So when you copy your data from the data files, you have to take it over here somewhere where you can work with it and end up with these three columns, being the day, the number of samples, or whatever you want to call it, the averages, the means, and the range for your data. Another thing you have to watch out for is if the next data set you do only has 20 values, you'll want to make sure you come down and clear out all the data below, or you'll get a faulty F chart or X bar chart or R chart. Okay, so that's it for this one. I hope this helps you out, and you're going to have to work with these a little bit. They're not all cookie cutter, so there'll be some issues as you try to get your data into these three columns. So that's it. If you have questions, you can come to the forum. Thanks.